You see the end of your locks looking a little questionable and you're like, yeah, I'm not gonna cut it. Should I cut it? Should I trim it? What should I do? Hey, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Rushell and I share easy lock styles and let me say this early. Trimming your locks does not ruin your progress. If anything, it makes your locks look healthier and more cleaner. And if you've been looking for a sign to trim your locks, this is it. Why should you trim your ends? A lot of people think that this isn't necessary, but it is. Reason one is that you have damaged ends, right? So over time, you might notice that your ends have changed due to friction, styling tension, or even dryness, and that can leave them either being thin, weak, or uneven. Another reason is to prevent any breakage from traveling upwards. So if you have any damages at the end of your hair, right, the weakness can move upwards over time, and that can cause thinning not only at the root but also at the scalp as well. Another reason, as I mentioned earlier, is that it does keep your locks looking neat. Like, let's be real, like the frizziness, the shrinkage, like we've done seen it all. And it takes away from the whole look, especially if you notice that a whole bunch of your locks just looks horrible. Okay, so a small trim can definitely make your locks look more fuller, cleaner, and just more uniform, especially. So here are some signs that you may need to trim your locks, and this is the important part because you really need to be paying attention to the signs, right? So if you notice that you have any thinning or stringy ends, if your ends look really skinny, weak, like they're barely hanging on, like they're fighting for their life, that's a sign that you need to trim your ends. Just let it go. Another sign is that it's see-through or it's uneven. So like if you were to hold, right? So let me grab one of my locks, right? So if I was to hold my ends up to the light, if I can see through this here, that is a sign. You know, think about when you're looking through. If I can see through and it looks transparent or super uneven, that's not a healthy end, right? Especially if you notice that it's extremely frizzy. And like, you know, some frizz is normal. As I've mentioned before, frizz is normal, locks or no locks. But if you notice that it's extremely frizzy, or if your ends just keep unraveling, or it just looks messy no matter what you do, that might be a sign that you should trim your end. If you notice any knots or weak points at the end, so if you feel any tiny knots, you know, any soft spots or any weak areas that can lead to breakage, that could be a sign that you may need to trim. And of course, end all be all, if the end just keeps breaking off, right? So if you notice that it just keeps shedding, your locks is already losing strength, right? So trimming is gonna help control that instead of letting it keep happen randomly over time. I trimmed my ends back in January. As you guys see, I did a really big trim. And when I did my trim, I still have this one lock here that's still unraveling, so I probably should go back in and trim it, but it's just gonna have to do its thing for now. It's just so what does a healthy end look like, right? It's gonna be firm, but not like hard firm. It's gonna be firm. It's gonna have a consistent thickness. It's gonna be slightly round and shield and no extra frailways, right? Now the most important part, right, especially when it comes to trimming, is like how much should you trim? Because it's like we're not trying to go bald, okay? Now a general good rule of thumb is the damaged part and that's it. So wherever you see the damaged parts, you just snip that part and that's it. But don't do too much unless you want to. And of course, when it comes to trimming, a quick method is always ensure that you're using sharp scissors. You can do one at a time. cut straight across, or you could cut at a slight angle if you choose, and take your time. Don't rush. If you do multiple at a time, you know, that's up to you, especially if you want to get like a uniform look, that's up to you. But just, you know, take your time. You guys already know, and I'm just gonna say this, but you know, holding on to damaged ends does not do anything. It does not do anything. Why aren't you holding on for it? Because you want long length? It's okay. Hair's gonna grow back. Y'all see my hair, it grew back so fast, and I literally cut it in January. Now I did a huge chop, don't be doing that, but if you trim a little bit, it's gonna grow back really big. Now I'm really curious when it comes to trimming your ends. Have anyone ever trimmed their ends? Are you scared to trim? Are you against trimming your locks? Please let me know, because me personally, as y'all know, I'm not against trimming. I truly believe healthy locks over length every single time. Now, if this video was helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, share, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.